Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very different sixth form open evening for 2021, our virtual sixth form open evening. My name is Ben Slatter and I am the head of school at Cleeve for both Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. And tonight myself and Mrs. Frape, who is our assistant head teacher and head of Key Stage 5, are going to talk you through both why we feel Cleeve is the sixth form for you and for your sons and daughters, for those parents tuning in this evening, and also to tell you a little bit about the processes of our application, what you need to do, when you need to do it by, and what support and guidance we can give you. So we're delighted that you could join us this evening and hope that you will also come to the live Q&A session that myself and Mrs. Frape are running and have had a chance to see our promotional videos also. So thank you very much. I guess my part of tonight's role is to talk about the why Cleeve, and I feel like I'm well placed to make that judgment or to give you that information, as I've been involved in the sixth form for a long time. So I've been involved as an assistant head of sixth form for over 10 years, and then as head of sixth form from 2014 up until this year. And as I said on our promotional video, it's a time in which we've been through a huge journey as a sixth form. But it's something that I have immense pride in speaking to you about tonight, and something I take great pride in about being a leader of the sixth form in Cleeve School. And that's for a number of reasons. In the last 4 years running, we've had record results. So up until 2019, our last set of results pre-CAGS, we were out 2 for both our academic and our vocational provision. Now, what that means is that the value added of our students, so how they achieved compared to what they came to us after their GCSEs, was in the top 10% nationally for both of those types of qualification, and something we're incredibly proud of. Now, I say that was our 2019 results. We achieved that again in 2020 with our centre assessed grades, and we are confident, and were confident before the government's recent announcement, that we would have again achieved at that extremely high level with the results that our students do go on to get when they come to us at Cleeve Sixth Form. And that's really important to us, that the key purpose of our sixth form, that primary function as you're choosing, will be, is my son or daughter, or am I going to get good results if I go to that institution? And absolutely you will if you come to Cleeve and you have that work ethic and you work with us. We talked about that side of our provision, but clearly a sixth form is more than just your academia and your results. And it's something that we thrive on at Cleeve, and Mrs. Frape is going to talk a little bit more about some of those other areas also. And I think our approach to sixth form was summed up in our most recent Ofsted inspection, which was highly favourable, and you will be able to read that. And they said, the strength of the sixth form is due in large part to the high quality of leadership, and that's leadership across the board, both students and staff. Student achievement is strong and has been over time. The relationship between staff and students is very good, and students value the balance of support and challenge that they receive. And I think ultimately that sums it up. If you come to Cleeve Sixth Form, you will be supported in all areas of your life, but equally we will challenge you. We will challenge you academically, we will challenge you to take on those opportunities, and we will do that unashamedly because we want the very best for our students. We recognise that in terms of your areas of competition, this is a competitive market, and students both who come to Cleeve currently in year 11 or who are watching this presentation who are currently at other schools and establishments have a lot of choice when it comes to where they might want to go to. And we recognise that, and we're not naive to think that it's an obvious decision that everyone just simply goes to Cleeve because they were there in year 11. And we want to show you this evening and through our departments exactly what we can offer you. We want you to choose us on merit. Now, we're in an area of the country where we have a number of grammar schools in this area that offer great education, but I am here to say that it's really important that our students don't feel that they need to go to a grammar school in order to get the very top grades. I can tell you from our past years, our experience, that students here will get multiple A stars, all A star grades, do go to Oxbridge, do go to Russell Group universities, do get the best apprenticeships because of the provision that we put in place. And that's really important. Just this year in terms of Oxbridge, we have 3 students currently awaiting offers from their interviews in ethics, in law and in architecture. And over the last 3 or 4 years, we've had successful candidates over a huge number of subjects in maths and sociology, politics, history, all sorts of different subjects in which our students have gone on to those. But as I said, equally, it's about students going on to the best establishment for them, whether that's an art college, whether that is an apprenticeship, and we've had some really highly competitive apprenticeship opportunities come to our students from local but national and international businesses such as GE and Colin Myra, and much further afield. And I think that's the key, as we said in some of our promotional materials, and Miss Smith, who focuses on our careers provision, there really is a route for everyone through Cleeve Sixth Form. Another reason why we would encourage students to come to Cleeve is through our range of subjects. And as you'll see from our online prospectus, we offer an extremely broad range of both A-levels and vocational subjects within Cleeve. These combine old subjects that you might have done in GCSE, new subjects that you won't have done before, so a psychology, a sociology, a law, for example. And like I say, there's a mixture of both academic and vocational subjects. And one of the things that we do at Cleeve, I think is important, is students can take a pick and mix approach to that. So students could do 2 A-levels and a vocational subject. They could do all vocational subjects. They could do 2 vocational subjects and an A-level. And we make that work through our columns to give as much choice and flexibility as possible so that our students are taking the subjects that they want to do and that they're likely to be successful in. One thing that's really important to highlight now is as you go through the process, we work on a 5-option column basis, and we ask you to choose at least 3 subjects. Some students may choose to do 4 A-level subjects, and that is absolutely fine. They can indicate that on their form. But when you do that, there is an opportunity for you to highlight if there are any clashes in our subjects, and you can bring that forward to us. And last year we were able to move option columns around once we had applications in to make that possible. It's not something we can guarantee, but it is a possibility. So please do consider that. So definitely subjects is something that I would consider you to look at in terms of making that decision. And normally I would say you're going to go off from this presentation and speak to all our fantastic members of staff and departments and ask all the questions possible and go to our taster sessions. What we've done now is put lots of information from departments, more interactive resources onto our school website under the Sixth Form tab, so you can really find out what's going on in that subject, and of course get any questions into the school and into the Sixth Form so that we can answer those for you. In terms of one of the biggest selling factors, and probably the biggest for a student to choose, is the type of people that they're going to be with. And I have absolute pride in the students that come to Cleeve Sixth Form. It was the reason I wanted to become a head of Sixth Form, having taught for a couple of years here, and I've never regretted that decision in terms of getting involved in that. We have students who chose to come here, who are aspirational, dedicated, talented, but also warm, kind, open to others. They work collaboratively, they work with their community, and it's a joy to see, particularly in the new Sixth Form Centre that we have, which is much more of a communal space. To really see those students working at that level is fantastic. Our students are hardworking, they take opportunities, and Mrs. Frake will outline the breadth of opportunity that we offer to students at Cleeve. But it's really important that students consider that, and if that is an area that they think is something they can get involved in, take advantage. Any opportunity you can, extracurricular, supercurricular, leadership roles, all sorts to do at Cleeve Sixth Form, make sure you join in. A big thing for me as well is the integration of students. So every year we will have a high percentage of students from our current year 11 will continue into Sixth Form, but equally we're joined by 30 to 40 members from other schools who come to Cleeve as their place of choice for their Sixth Form studies. And it's brilliant in terms of it reinvigorates year groups, it brings new relationships in, and also I find when we go to our end of year 13 prom, very rarely would you see a difference between someone who's been at Cleeve for 7 years or someone who's been there for 2, because of the structures that are in place and the way in which we work. That community feel is developed quite quickly, and you will have heard from several members of new students to year 12 this year who spoke in our promotional video about what it's like to actually come to Cleeve as a new member from another school. And it's really important, that integrity. So in summary, in terms of students, if you want to belong to a strong community with like-minded students who want to achieve and want to do well, Cleeve Sixth Form is definitely the place for you. Opportunities, you've heard about some of these from our senior students, but be it for pleasure, to extend your studies, or as a leadership position, the number of opportunities available to students are numerous at Cleeve Sixth Form. from Sixth Form Council to sports ambassadors, fieldwork, enrichment visits. Life at Cleeve Sixth Form is definitely more than just the classrooms. And as I say, we work closely with recruiters from national agencies to really look at what makes a student employable, and we will try to provide as many of those opportunities for you to ensure that when you are in a competitive market, whether that's for a university or an apprenticeship, employment or art foundation, that you've got more than just your lessons to fall back on, and you've got experiences and enrichment that have developed those key employability skills. Examples include Pixel Edge, which is a program which you will be recognised for those employability skills and how you've developed them, and also Duke of Edinburgh, which you can do up to gold level, whether you've done Duke of Edinburgh or not previously. And finally, really from me, is around our facilities. As I said in our promotional materials and things that you will have seen, we've been on quite a journey since I've been in the Sixth Form, leading us into this state-of-the-art Sixth Form Centre of Excellence. Obviously, you can't see a huge amount of it from this presentation, but I know from other elements you will have seen that we are very fortunate to have much more of a college or university feel to the environment than it is an extension of school. We felt that was really important when we designed this centre, that students felt that it was a stepping stone in order to move into the next stage of their education, that they were becoming more adult, that they were having more empowerment and responsibility. And I think the environment that we've created here really helps to do that, and something we're very proud of. So again, another reason why Cleeve Sixth Form is potentially the place for you. I would say that our Sixth Form team and our staffing are a key reason as to why what we offer here is quite special. I really truly believe that. Whether that's through our teachers, our pastoral staff and the Sixth Form team itself, you will find dedicated, committed, hardworking staff who want nothing more than the success of students around them. And on that note, I'm going to hand over to one of those such members of staff, Mrs. Frey, our head of Sixth Form, who's going to talk to you a little bit more about our leadership structure in the Sixth Form in terms of staffing and support, and then all sorts of other areas to do with the application process and how we can support you forward. Thank you very much for listening to my part of the presentation. I look forward to seeing you, be that virtually or face-to-face soon. And of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. As Mr. Satter said, my name is Mrs. Amy Frake and I'm Assistant Head Key Stage 5. Within our Sixth Form team, we have a number of different members of staff who will work to support your son and daughter throughout their journey through Year 12 and 13. Miss Emma Smith is our Sixth Form Manager. She will look after the wellbeing, the welfare support, the pastoral support, but also employability and careers. We have Miss Holly Roberts, who is our Year 12 Achievement Leader, Mr. Nick Peterkin, our Year 13 Achievement Leader, and Mrs. Layla Jackson, who is our Sixth Form Administrator. We run a character development programme here at Cleeve School, and that continues within our Sixth Form. Our character development programme fits around our 3 school values of aspiring, collaborating and transforming. And we offer our students a wealth of opportunities to develop their employability skills, to prepare them for their future career, whatever that might look like. We give them opportunities to have their voice and have their voice heard through our student council, our Sixth Form council. We run PSHE days and teamwork through the Royal Air Force. All students in Year 12 are expected to take part in active participation to develop their leadership skills. We work to support a variety of charities within our Sixth Form, really focusing on enrichment and well-being. We very much expect our Sixth Form students to be part of our college programme that runs throughout Key Stages 3 and Key Stage 4, to be leaders within our sporting, our musical events, our language events and our drama events. So very much about being part of our Sixth Form. It's not just about coming to Sixth Form, it's really embracing every single opportunity available to you. We also have really designated destination support, and we are committed to that academic achievement and supporting every student's pathway and every student's choice. You will see that there are a range of support mechanisms for the students for all intended pathways, including careers evenings, employability programmes, UniFrog and our Scholars programme, and also our Oxbridge preparation groups. We really encourage inviting our really successful students that have been back from medical schools, Oxbridge, higher level apprenticeships and school leaver programmes to really demonstrate to our current students actually just what is out there and available to them. So our curriculum offer. Students are asked to select 3 subjects from the chosen option columns available in our application form, but also all information is involved in the sixth form prospectus. Subjects are 2-year linear courses, and we will also be able to provide provision for those students who want to study a 4th option subject. That will be within consultation within the sixth form team, if there is feasibility within the option columns, to ensure that if there is a specific career pathway for a student, that we can make sure that is available to them. As you can imagine, there are hundreds of different pathways that students can choose from, hundreds of different course combinations, because we have such a breadth of subjects available. The option columns have been designed to promote as many possible university and career pathways, but please do indicate if our proposed option columns create a clash for you, and we'll investigate the possibility of manipulating and changing things to suit your needs. Students really are at the heart of our process, so it's really important that they're involved in that consultation programme with us. You'll see in the application form it's important to note that our offer must continue, but it needs to be to subject demand and the feasibility in terms of resources and staffing. We will communicate to you if there are any developments in any of those areas immediately. We'd also like to hear from you if there is a subject that is in demand and that we are not currently offering, for example. And as well as the 3 option subjects, students are asked to take on an additional qualification as well, and that will supplement the qualifications in the courses that they're studying. The 2 options the students have is the EPQ, which is the Extended Project Qualification, or Level 3 Core Maths. Again, more information around those 2 subjects could be found in our prospectus. In terms of entry criteria, so 3 A-levels. Students must make sure they have 4 grade 5s and 1 grade 4. If you're looking to follow 3 BTEC diploma courses, then we would expect 4 grade 4s in different subjects. Or if you're looking at a combination of courses, we would expect 4 grade 4s in different subjects. But it's really important to note that you must meet the subject entry criteria for any A-level subject taken. You will notice within our prospectus, within all the subject information down the left-hand column, you will notice that there is specific entry criteria around each of those courses. And again, if you have any further information or you want any further information, please visit our subject sites that are available on our school website. We run an online application process. It can be accessed on our school website, and you just need to follow on to the Sixth Form Centre of Excellence page, admissions, and the link will be available there for you. If at any point you have any questions around the completion of the application form or any of the course content and you want further information, please do contact us on the main school number 01242 672 546. Or you can email us at sixthform@cleeveschool.net. We have a sixth form dress code here, and we introduced our dress code in September 2018 when we moved into our fantastic facility, our sixth form Centre of Excellence. The dress code reflects a modern workplace feel. It shouldn't feel like a uniform. It allows for individuality and identity. And again, more information around sixth form dress code can be found on our school website in the sixth form section. So in terms of next steps, We would encourage students to talk to current students within our sixth form, former students, but also the sixth form team, even subject teachers if you are part of Cleeve School currently. Have a look at all the subject information available. Please spend some time looking at our sixth form prospectus. If you have any special educational needs inquiries, please direct them to Mr. Liam Edwards. His email address is lfe@cleeveschool.net. Think about your post-18 career plans. If you have an idea of what they might be, it's important to track back, look at the subjects that actually are going to enable you to get onto that chosen career. Please spend some time considering our entry criteria and again reflecting on that subject-specific entry criteria as well. And along with the application form, there are guidance notes. The application deadline is Wednesday the 10th of February, so you do have a period of time now to take some consideration about what your next steps might be and what your choices will be when you choose to come to Cleeve School. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to our presentation. We very much look forward to welcoming you to our sixth form.